In this video, we're going to put together this beautiful frame and vase craft kit. This craft kit is one of those where you can relax and make it and then either treat yourself with a display or give it as a little gift. So we're going to have all of the items together, but what I've done first is I painted and glazed my beautiful little floral bouquet. Now I am thinking of doing some different ones for this kit, so in the future there'll be a different one that you can use and just pop it in with the vase. Let's move all of the elements out of the way, and then I'm going to show you guys first how to do the photos. So the frame photo size is a standard 6x4 size. I've already cut mine out, but if you've got yours printed on a full A4 sheet or bigger sheet, then just pop the frame aside, draw a line on the inside, and then you'll be able to cut it out so that your photo then fits in perfectly into that slot. So like I said, it's a normal standard size photo, so if you've got a photo printed, then that will fit in perfectly as well. So before I show you guys how to put everything together, let me just show you some of the other elements. So we've got some acrylic elements with this one, and I think it's super fun that we can do different ones. And I've made these ones white, but you can also select a clear set. If I can just get my hands on them. So the clear set, the idea behind the clear set is so that you can paint it to make it a different color. So I prefer the white ones, but if you wanted a different color, then you can just paint the frames and make it a different color, or decorate them as well if you wanted to. Then of course you've got all of your little wood elements as well that we're going to attach to the frame to make up that beautiful showpiece at the end. Now the glue that I'm using is the B7000 that will be in the craft kit. You can use E6000 as well if you've got, but we're going to use the B7000. It is a multi-surface glue, so we're going to use it for this one, and we're going to use all these score marks that I've put on for you as a guide of where the wood pieces need to go. Now to be honest with you guys, I would probably just use my normal wood glue, but I wanted to show you that you can use this B7000 for your wood as well. The difference between the two really is the B7000 needs 24 hours to dry, and if you know me, you know I like something quick, so my wood glue would probably be perfect or better for this part of the work. So if you do have some of my wood glue at home, then make use of that instead of the B7000. If you've only got the B7000, then that will just work just fine, I should say. So just line up all of your wood pieces into those little frames that I've scored onto the wood for you. Just put down the frame for the photo I can't find my words, and then we're going to put the one for the vase down. And then for the B7000, I would keep that to use for the acrylics. So if you want to glue acrylic, yes, it's going to take 24 hours to dry, but for the acrylics it works best. So wood to the acrylic, or acrylic to wood, whichever way around, it's the same thing. You can use that. For the acrylics, remember there's always a protective film on the acrylic front and back, so just make sure that you pull it off. Even if it looks like there isn't, I promise you on the white there still is, even though you can't see it. So then I'm just going to stick that down, and just for clarity, I've already pulled the one side off when I did the photos for this kit. So just add your B7000 on, and one thing I will say is just keep an eye on that piece and make sure it doesn't move. Mine moved, so I had to move it back into place. So just keep an eye on it, because the last thing you want to do is come back and then it's all skew. That's just not going to be nice, is it? So I'm just going to put that one in its place, and then this is where the B7000 really comes into place, where you can glue the acrylic to the wood, and then like I'm going to add a little wood piece on top of that one. Now for this, don't use your wood glue, it's not going to work because it won't stick to that plastic, it will literally just peel off. Alternatively, if you wanted to change this top part, you can just use glue dots. I think everybody knows by now how much I love my glue dots to make my stuff a little bit more interchangeable as time goes by. Now we're just going to put the little pot on, and I am actually thinking of doing these little pots and vases just on their own as well. Let me know in the comments if that is something that you guys would like to see. I think they will make cute little gifts. I know I've done these little vases or floral gift ideas in the past as well, but I'm thinking to make these little standalone ones so they can stand on their own. So let me know what you guys think. I think these might be better than the last ones that I did, but this is just how I evolve, okay? How I change the plants. Now, especially with this little vase one, make sure that it doesn't move around. Mine did move a few times, now I have to go back a few times and just straighten it, but once the glue actually grabs onto it, then it's fine. It's just those first, I'm going to say about 5 to 10 minutes, just keep an eye on it. The last one that we're going to stick on is the frame. With the frame, you're going to have to eyeball this one. Put your glue on, and then what you want to do is, because I couldn't score for you exactly where the frame needs to be, you just need to kind of eyeball it that you've got it straight on this little wood spacer. So add your glue on, and then I say use the top side and bottom lines that I've scored in on the actual backer for the frame as a guide to make sure that you've got it straight. And then again, for those first 5 to 10 minutes, just make sure you come back and check and make sure it didn't move anywhere. Now, while I'm sticking the frame on, if you have a look at that little vase on the side, you can see that it's moved just in the time that I've done the frame. So just make sure that you actually keep an eye on it. What I've done is I pressed it down there with my finger a little bit harder so I can make sure it goes into place. Not that it helped, because I still moved it around. I was in such a hurry to show you guys just how nice this is, instead of having to wait another day to show you that I'm trying to get the flowers into the vase without actually moving any of the pieces. But as you can see, I failed spectacularly with trying to do that. So yeah, don't do what I do. Leave it to dry properly before you actually put your flowers in. I know it's a bit of a mission because you want to see what it looks like, but or you can just do what I did and then struggle away to get it in. But then now that that is all done, look how gorgeous that looks. I think that's going to be absolutely stunning. And then the last thing we need to do is just slot the photo in to complete that beautiful frame. And just like that, you have a beautiful frame and a vase. Now, like I said earlier, I'm thinking to do these on their own, the flower and the little vases, on a smaller piece. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I think they will make a gorgeous little extra gift. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you in the next one.